just think you can flap your yap. No cap, yo, we looking at the facts and stats. Second city gritty to across the map. Put your cleats on your feet while we run some laps. Buckle up your seat while we have some chats. Who the GOAT on the court, pictures and running backs. Plug in your jacks and you're whipping your phone. Shalom, let's get it on, just a setting the tone.
Welcome everyone to the Setting the Tone podcast. It's your man Tone once again back with another Bear Down podcast with my man J Mac, and we're just gonna get into this new week. Bears on a 9-game losing streak. Latest loss to the Detroit Lions, 34-17. What's this, week 15? Yeah. Week 16. Week 16. End of the season. So basically, that's how I feel right now, J Mac. I'm just ready for the season to get over with, man. Honestly.
Pretty much.
I just need this season to end.
Mm-hmm.
Like this was the week that just broke me. Like, go ahead and get it over with. I don't want to see no more. I've seen enough.
Agreed.
I'm gonna watch it, but I've seen enough. Right. I just want us to get to the finish rebuilding of the team. Get to hiring a new head coach and his staff. Get to the free agency. Get to the draft. Get to the training camp. I need a new season. I need to wipe this one off my memory, man. Wipe this off the memory banks. It's over with. It's gone. It's done. Let me go ahead and stop feeling the way that I feel. Let's get this over with. Anyway, how you feel about the game yesterday, man?
My honest opinion, man, there's never in my beardom have I ever seen where Detroit fans would take over
Soldier
Chicago.
Field.
Yeah. Soldier Field.
That shit crazy, ain't it? That is
never
so crazy.
Never in my beardom to where we would convey one of their assistants. I mean,
the Bears looking up to the Lions. That's wild, ain't it?
Wow. I mean, really?
That's wild.
Come on now. That's like, wow. The Lions, they've been the fucking doormat of the NFC Central.
Well,
and the NFC North.
The Central, that was Tampa Bay's job to be the doormat.
Well, the Lions were doormats as well.
Okay.
In the NFC Central. I mean, not as much as Tampa Bay, as you said, but
yeah.
But wow. That's really what I took away from the game.
Yeah. We looking up to the Lions.
Yeah, we looking up to the Lions. That dude, their offensive coordinator, I mean, put his play calling skills on display against us.
Facts. And he looked good doing it. He was auditioning. The Bears should have been looking at it as an audition. The Bears brass, the Bears front office should have been looking at the Lions offense as Ben Johnson's audition for them to be interviewing him as soon as possible. As soon as possible.
Yeah.
They need to go ahead and be like, can we talk to you? And what do you need?
Yeah, exactly.
This man was doing trick plays on us and shit, man. Playing with us, toying with his food.
And this is, exactly. And when he did that, it was like, this is how you run a trick play.
Yeah. This is how you run a trick play.
Right. I mean, he just put it on display. Discipline and execution. This is how you do it.
Yeah.
Wow. And then, killer part about it, he might not even take the job.
I mean, he might not because he has his pick of the bunch. He could pretty much pick where he wants to go of all the available head coaching jobs. He's just that highly touted right now. So
True. Very true. Very true. So I don't know. Yeah, as you said, he toyed with his food.
34-17. Bears defense keeps slipping each and every week in the last 5 weeks, maybe. I can't remember. But every week the defense is just like, I don't know. It can't.
Has it been since Plou's firing? Or, I mean, we were slipping before then. I mean, at least they played. I mean, they still
play
held
for a
court.
quarter, they play for a half, but they can't hold it together any longer. Before they were holding it together throughout the entire game. You know, there was a point where we hadn't allowed over 21 points in the last couple seasons, whatever. And this season was even less than that if you was counting just this season. And then now that number has just ballooned to something else, you know?
Yeah. 30, 32 a game.
No, it ain't that much, is it? For the whole season?
Yeah. Oh, no.
No,
Since
just
recently.
the recent. Yeah, recently, yeah.
Since recently. No, not for the whole season.
Is there a silver lining from the matchup yesterday with the Lions?
No. I mean, seriously, they seem miles ahead of us for some reason. I mean, we. I mean, I hate to go back to last season, but damn, we played them better last season than even what we're seeing now. I mean, we played them better. We played them better last game than even what we played them now.
So here's my take on last season and yesterday. I think they're a much better team than they were last season. So that's why they seem to be further ahead of us. As far as Thanksgiving and yesterday, I think the defense has slipped a lot since then, since Thanksgiving and yesterday. And I think that has a lot to do with the play calling on defense. I think that has a lot to do with the discipline on defense and execution. So I saw your boy Jalen Johnson making business decisions yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I saw your boy Jonathan Owens not taking care of his assignment, trying to look in the backfield. Just take care of your assignment, man. And you get beat over the top. Simple as that. Just take care of your job. So the stuff like that piles up, and this is where we're at, you know.
It's been like that all season, though.
But it's gonna bite you against the good teams. It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You might can do that against the Jaguars and the Panthers and teams like that. Can't do it against a good disciplined team, well coached team. You know.
And I think they may have underestimated that kid's speed. And
that's all they talk about was with that kid is his speed. I never heard anybody say anything else about him except his speed, and he's a hothead or whatever. He's not a hothead, but just as not being disciplined. Those are two things I hear about him: the positive and negative.
Right.
His speed and his ability to be not disciplined.
He just took wow. Just
Jamison Williams.
Just blew past. I mean,
so was that a missed assignment? Because Tariq Stevenson was covering him, and then he let him go because it looked like it was 1-on-1. Tariq Stevenson was covering him. He let him go and passed him off to the safety.
To the safety, yeah. But I think it's like what you said. He got caught looking in the backfield,
mm-hmm.
and like I said, I think he underestimated Duke's speed and probably golf arm strength.
Yeah,
because he launched it, and the only thing Duke had to do was just go run up under it, and that's exactly what he did. Caught it on his fingertips and kept going.
and one thing we were talking about since training camp, the Bears gonna get beat over the top, especially Tariq.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. That's exactly what happened. Punked him.
They was watching the tape too, huh?
Yeah, I believe so.
I was excuse me. What was the biggest factor in this loss to the Lions, man? Was it the execution, the coaching, or the talent disparity?
All of it.
All of the above. They're a more talented team,
Yeah.
a better coach team,
better,
and they execute better.
Right. Better coach. Absolutely better coach. And you can tell. I mean, when your team is actually buying in to to your you can tell when a team is actually buying into what you talking, what you preaching, because they show this shit on the field. And they got backups playing just like we do. And
they got more on defense playing than we do.
Exactly. And they backups is outplaying our starters, especially on their defensive line against our starting offensive line. I mean, Tevin, he was injured from the start. I mean, he was out there hobbling from the beginning of the game. So I guess he won't want. I thought maybe he wanted to show his moxie.
He's still playing for that contract.
Yeah.
It's been several games this season. I don't know how many, but he's been injured in several games whether he didn't complete the game or he had to leave the game for a while or whatever. But he's showing some wear and tear out there. Like a lot of games this season, he's not completing.
Yep. Agreed.
You could say he started this certain amount of games, but he ain't completing them, or he getting hurt in the middle of them.
No, because he showed up on the injury report anyways with that calf injury, and he hadn't practiced all week.
Yeah, the training staff must have saw that he was good to go, and he okayed it because they weren't gonna put him out there if he wasn't good to go.
Right. There's been a couple of times where he did the same thing throughout the week, where he didn't practice, had the walkthroughs, and still played. Then actually played the whole game. So,
do you feel like we know Caleb Williams is a rookie, and he's gonna have rookie mistakes, and he's owned his mistakes. Every time you see him at the podium, he says, "I did this and I did that and I didn't do this and I didn't do that." But do you think as a rookie, the offensive line is holding him back as far as reaching his full rookie potential?
No, I think he's to blame for some of that too, as well. No, I mean, even though he has taken accountability for it, he has to also look. I mean, as maybe the game is faster than he anticipated, and maybe he can't read the defense, as well as he let off to be, and as the offensive line, they play a part in it too. For at least you can only hold your block for so long.
Or not at all. Or not at all.
Yeah. I mean, in those
some of those out there on tape.
I said, yeah, in those instances, yeah, blatantly put that on the offensive line, especially when some of them was like some of those sacks. The offensive line looked like turnstiles.
Man, it was one yesterday. Dude just came right through. It was like as soon as Caleb got the ball, dude was in his chest already. I was like, what the fuck? I can't even remember the cat's name on Detroit, but
he didn't have too many. He wasn't pressured too much, and
he only took two sacks, but he was pressured a lot. Yeah.
I don't know. Some of those, to me, some of those pressures is just him leaving a pocket too soon. I mean, that's just my opinion, because I've always talked about that internal clock that goes off in his head. I mean, he could be standing there in a clean pocket and he'll just spin out. I mean, for what? Stand there in the pocket, climb the pocket, step up in the pocket. I mean, I don't know. I guess he just feel more comfortable outside the pocket, throwing on a run.
I don't know. I think like when he leaves the pocket, he feels the pressure. He don't wait till the pressure is on his shoulder or on his arm. He can sense it around him. He like, all right, it's time to move from here. It's time to get away from this spot because I can feel the pressure coming. And as soon as he moved from that spot, lo and behold, there's a defender coming right where he was. I think he has a great clock in his head. He has great timing. And yes, there's times where he don't let it go when he should let it go. I agree with you 100% on that. Like you standing in the pocket and you looking for the big shot, but there's some underneath stuff you could have gone ahead and thrown. Sometimes that happens with Caleb, and I'll just be frustrated by him. Like, let that shit go. But then there's other times where he has to move. He's like, I can feel it, move, bam. That guy's right there where he just moved from. And he just has a good sense. But yeah, on the game yesterday, I saw something where the Bears abandoned the run early. They really didn't want to run the ball. And this is a team that's depleted on the defensive line, the Detroit Lions, where I thought the Bears should have taken advantage of that, and they didn't.
Yeah, because they only had like 19 runs or something like that.
The Bears have 17 carries for 59 yards. My bad. Hit the button by accident.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Caleb was the leading
rusher.
Yeah,
6 carries for 34 yards.
Right. So, I mean, what's yeah, I'm with you. They're abandoning the run too fast. They don't do enough play action.
Not at all.
It's hard. Not at all. You in shotgun too much. And as they said, in the middle of the season, you can't reinvent the wheel, and those are the plays that they got in the playbook right now. So you got to run what you got, and it's just sad that you don't have nothing under center, or nothing where you can do a lot of play action, or nothing where you can roll Caleb out and use his mobility to throw on the run, because that's where he shines at. Just throwing the ball on the run.
Yeah, facts. Hopefully, the new play caller next season we'll be watching a lot of Caleb Williams tape and finding out his strengths and building off of those strengths, so we can have more of that on the field on Sundays. But yeah,
at the same time, we need Caleb to play on schedule, because I mean, you do the Superman shit when it's necessary. We got plays to where you got to hit receivers when they coming out of their breaks, and them timing routes, and you just can't rely on being Superman.
Agreed. Agreed. Play on schedule if it's there. If it's not there, then do your ability to improvise. And hopefully with an improved offensive line, he can play on schedule more. With an improved coaching staff, he can play on schedule more. They're gonna be, coaching him hard, not coaching it out of him, just coaching him to take what's available. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Just take what's available.
right, right. And to me, I think from the pros, from the college game to the pros, it's throwing with anticipation, and some of these quarterbacks coming out of college, they struggle with that throwing
Yeah,
with
yeah.
anticipation.
And that's one thing about him that I'm not tripping on right now because he does it sometimes and sometimes he doesn't. And that's one reason I'm not tripping. Another reason I'm not tripping is he's coming out of college. He's been doing this for the past 3 years or whatever, 4 years. Can't flip a switch and be somebody else in 15 games. So the more he plays, hopefully, the better he'll get with throwing with anticipation consistently.
Yeah, yeah,
He's a rookie. Now, if he was a
yeah.
third year vet and he's still playing the same way he played as a rookie, I would have questions on him and his coaches.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Right now, I'll say he's a rookie. So, want to see more improvement next season,
Yeah, they
or
still got to.
even as the season go on, as these last two games.
Yeah, I want to see improvement every week from him, and I think we are. Even if it's incremental, I think we're seeing some things he's getting better at, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And take all that stuff into the off season and build off of it.
Right, right.
Keep growing, because I don't expect to see Aaron Rodgers next season, but I expect to see a better Caleb Williams next season.
Right. I agree. I agree. I think he's gonna work better. Uh, he's gonna get. I don't know. It's gonna be a different offense. It's gonna be somebody different in his ear. It all starts with the head coaching search, and who we got to start there and see what they're gonna bring to the table and what they could possibly bring out of Caleb.
Facts.
So.
And I think whoever is the new coach leading back to the running game, they're gonna have to figure a way to lean on the running game a little more, figure out how to use the running backs that we have, and then play off of that with play action and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no reason DeAndre Swift is only getting 9 carries. They got to do better with figuring out how to use him and use him effectively. We did lean heavily on the passing game yesterday. Caleb had 40 attempts, 26 of 40 for 334 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 2 sacks. Keenan Allen, go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off, but how many of those runs were actually scrambles?
For who?
Where there wasn't design runs,
For
where
Caleb?
he actually, where he actually dropped back to pass, but he ended up scrambling and picking up positive yards.
No, I don't know.
You know,
Good question.
yeah, how many? Because he had 6. They got him at 6 carries for what, 30-something yards?
6 carries for 34 yards.
Right. So exactly how many were scrambles, and how many were design runs?
I don't know.
So
I thought you might have had the answer to that. You brought it
oh
back from the
no,
passing game to the running game. I thought You had a point to make. What you doing, man?
No, but my point was because some of those numbers, some of those drop back passing numbers can be skewed because of that. And you don't know
I get what you're
exactly how
saying now.
many.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey man,
that's all.
explain yourself. I don't be can't read your mind. I cannot read your mind. Why you go back to the running game from the passing game?
Yeah, my bad,
Forgot
my
those
bad.
details you just gave me. The
Okay,
numbers could be skewed,
yeah,
so
okay, right. My bad, my bad.
it's all good. It's all good. I'm like, what is he doing?
But yeah, that's why I was going back to that.
That's what you was going with that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean that's a
because
good point though. Some of those attempts turning into empty attempts because he had to scramble. You saying?
right, right. Because what he had 40 attempts, what 20,
26
what
completions,
okay, what 320, 322,
330,
two tutties.
334. They saying. Of course, they subtract for the sack, so it's 323, 323.
Okay.
But yeah,
But I mean, the way you look at it is unbalanced. It's not a balanced offense. So
nah,
when you throwing the ball 40 goddamn times, you should we should get 300 yards passing.
facts.
And I don't understand why we shouldn't.
I figure why can't we throw 30 times and run 30 times?
Exactly.
When I go over
Exactly.
here and I look at the Detroit Lions, they got 32 attempts passing. They got 32 carries passing. That
Yeah. And that's
shit balanced
balanced.
in a motherfucker.
That's real balanced. And then you look at us. I mean, a lot of that also comes from playing from behind all
Yes,
the time.
yes.
So
We can't get right in the first quarter ever.
exactly. So you lean on the quarterback. You lean on that rookie quarterback who's known for being Superman outside the pocket. So you lean on him a little bit more. So you abandon the run because you're constantly playing from behind.
Yeah, but
And another thing I'm sick of. I think I said this before. That quit using them receivers as running backs.
you did. You
Shouldn't cut
said it last
everybody.
week. I remember.
Yeah, you shouldn't cut everybody.
Yeah,
We don't have
DJ
no
Moore had a
running backs.
carry.
Mm-hmm.
Roma Dunze had a carry, but he fumbled his,
Fumble.
and they
Yeah,
gave that
a
fumble
fumble.
to Caleb. I was like, that ain't Caleb's fault. That's all on
Mm-mm.
Rome.
Yep. He had to actually fumble the ball twice.
Yeah, Rome fumbled twice. Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
I mean that now, and I agree with you. You can't put that one on Caleb.
He put it in the breadbasket.
And he just didn't secure it.
Yeah,
He ended up on the ground. Led to
I didn't
them to
see.
have what 3 points or 7? No, it led to
I don't remember
7.
what it was, but they scored. I know they scored on that.
Yeah, it led to 7 points.
We gave them some easy points in that game. They had short field position.
Yeah, but it seemed like we I don't know. It was like we went toe to toe with them in the second quarter, and we woke up in the second quarter. But hell, it was too late by then. And, that's
I
the
mean,
way I
they
feel.
put up 13 in the fourth. So I mean, in the first quarter they put up 13. So we was like you
Right?
said, we was playing from behind from there on.
Yeah, yeah. And it was like we was trying to match them, in that second quarter.
And we did, but we spotted them 13. So we couldn't. We had to
Yeah,
do more than match them. We had to beat them. Yeah, we had to make up that ground for them 13 points.
not when they instantly came out and they just started putting the brakes on us right away. Right away, they started putting the brakes on us.
Facts.
No, we didn't recover from that.
They had
And
27 and a half. That's crazy.
Yeah. There's no way we could go toe to toe with the Lions.
Not giving them, not spotting them 13.
Not
Not spotting them 13. That's why we gotta do so much better in the first quarter. Those first couple drives, we always fuck them up for some reason. The first drive, it was a drop. I can't think who dropped
Three
that
and
ball.
out.
Yeah, we
It
can't.
was
You can't get.
the first drive. I think the first pass was thrown behind Keenan.
It was, but it still hit him in the hands.
Yeah, but he had to
He had to reach
behind.
back,
He had to
but
turn
it hit him.
around. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He had to reach back, but it hit him in the hand. He got to catch that. Everything ain't gonna be right in the pocket. You're a professional receiver. You've been doing it for what, 11 seasons? Everything ain't gonna come right in the pocket. You're gonna have to reach sometime for some shit. Catch it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
true, but his momentum had him going towards the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to turn real quick and reach behind you.
Okay.
So
that sounds like a problem if it came to you. This Keenan Allen, man, that should not be a problem. That should not be a problem.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, he made other key catches in the game as well.
Yeah, he did, but I ain't gonna excuse the ones he could make though. Like, he's a Pro Bowl receiver. He's a Pro Bowl receiver. Yeah, you made some other catches, but that don't excuse that catch. That catch hit you in the, now if it glanced off your shoulder, I ain't gonna be like, yeah, that was a terrible pass. You shouldn't have caught that. I understand. You reach back for it, and it hits you in the hands. Secure the ball.
Yeah.
You ain't no. Yeah. Even if you were Rome Odunze, I would have excused it because you a rookie. Nah, Rome Odunze made some really good catches that wasn't right here in his pocket. He made catches where he had to extend himself as well, and he caught the shit.
Okay, you're gonna make me go back.
Did Rome not catch some shit that wasn't right in the pocket?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking for Keenan Allen. It ain't gonna always be on the money.
That is true. That is true. Well, see, now you're gonna make me go back.
Okay, well, when you get a chance, check that out.
Okay.
But no, Keenan Allen had a great game. He had 9 receptions for 141 yards and a touchdown on 13 targets. Rome Odunze, same thing, 4 receptions, 77 yards on 7 targets. So they both had really good games. And DJ Moore had a decent game, 7 receptions, 68 yards. But the passing game looked good overall. Passing game looked good overall, but it got off to a late start, and it shouldn't have. But hold on one second. Yeah, so the passing game looked great, and we just gotta get marry the running game with the passing game. Even DeAndre Swift had a couple good catches in the game, so we got to get our tight ends more involved. And we only got 2 more games, so whatever's whatever right now. I just want to see my quarterback look better. I want to see my quarterback look better each week. All other stuff, it is what it is.
I mean, I want to see it all. I mean, we got to have something to look forward to. I mean, for the new season, at least going into the off season, it's just so much uncertainty right now around this team. Around what's going to be around Caleb. I mean, you got the core players, but at the same time, man, we was not supposed to be this bad.
Nah, not this bad. Everybody had us around 8, 9, 10 wins in that range.
Right. Yeah.
8 to 10. And they just look nowhere near that.
No, and not to. I mean, I think Caleb came in with a lot of pressure on him, and we were supposed to be 3 or 4 wins better just at the quarterback position. I mean, I'm not going to put all the blame off on him, but I mean, he has. I mean, it's just been a total
I mean, look,
total
if
crapshoot for the whole team, not just him,
if they
just the
had us
whole
at
team.
eight wins, and we're at 4 right now, we could easily say 4 of those losses came on the coaching staff.
Yeah,
That would put us at the 8 right now with 2 games remaining.
yeah. I mean, just think they lost 4 last season.
I thought the coaches lost about 3 last season. They got worse this year.
Yeah, to me, they yeah 3 or 4 last season, and it's just worse. I mean, not just the coaching and then just the development of the players and
Mm-hmm.
oh
Speaking
gosh,
of development of players, I saw something on Thanksgiving, and I saw something yesterday with the Lions with Jamison Williams when he fucked up both times. How his coaches got on his case on Thanksgiving. It was Antoine Randall in his face, in his ear, telling him he got to cut it out. He he hurting the team by his antics and things he's doing. And then yesterday we saw Dan Campbell in his face, getting him straight. Why the Bears don't do that with Tyreek Stevenson? He's the same type of player as he's just on the defensive side as Jamison Williams, but they both
right.
boneheads. They don't think when they do stuff on the field, on the sideline, shit like that. They both in the same category, in my opinion. But Tyreek Stevenson keep doing the dumb shit, and nobody's in his face. Nobody's telling. We don't see it at least, But we saw it from the Lions. I'm like, see, this is the difference in the Bears and the Lions right now.
Right,
They're
exactly.
coaching in their face, like, hey, the team is bigger than you. Cut that out.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. Um, I don't know if they paying attention on the sidelines. I know some coaches got to be upstairs, looking at that and paying attention to that and actually see that.
I'm
And
fed up with Tyreek Stevenson, man. To be honest with you, I don't care about his
yeah,
talent if he's gonna keep hurting the team.
I mean he didn't cause any penalties yesterday, at
No,
least.
but he could have because he was the one that kicked it off.
Always.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just him and Jameson. For some reason, they're gonna have this feud or this rivalry.
two peas in a pod. They the same, man. I'm telling you. So it's gonna always be some friction right there.
So, and I can actually see there'll be some constant friction between him and Jordan Addison as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he's gonna he yeah. He's gonna have to get that shit under wraps, or he's gonna cost the team quite a few penalties in the future.
Facts, man. I get so frustrated with him, man. I don't even care if he's not on the team anymore. I just don't like it. I don't like him. I don't like him. I was giving him excuses and giving him chances last season. Well, I can't give him chances because I ain't his boss, but I was letting it slide, like he's just a rookie, whatever, blah, blah, blah last season. That shit's carried over to season 2. I don't want it no more. I don't want him no more. I'm tired of him.
I mean, I don't want to take away his edge, but stop the bullshit, afterwards. After the whistle, just let that shit go and play the next play.
I don't even
It
call it
don't.
an edge when you're trying to do dirty shit on a player, man. That's not an edge.
Yeah, I mean, it's giving him an edge, I guess. You know what I
Uh,
mean? Yeah, I mean, during the play, it's giving him an edge. And getting
if
inside
you
of a
playing
player's
hard,
head.
aggressive, and tough, that's one thing. When you're doing dirty, it's uncalled for, in my opinion. Just uncalled for.
I agree, but as only thing I would say is if he's drawing a penalty on the other player, then okay, shit.
Yeah, I agree.
It,
But
it's better than
that's just a matter of luck. It's a matter of luck in his situation that they didn't see him first.
you ain't lying because it's
He gonna
always
get
gonna
caught.
be
Next time he gonna get caught because they gonna see him first.
you ain't lying. Because like I was about to say, it's always gonna be some tape. Somebody gonna steal shot of something that
Send
he's
it to the
done
referee.
before.
Send it to the league.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Before he got before Jameson got penalized. Look what Tyreek did before that.
If I was the Lions, I would definitely do that. Put a fucking
Yeah,
tape
I
in on him.
agree.
Like, man, look at this dude. This ain't the first time either. You need more tape. I got it.
Yep, yep. It's going to be that way, especially when those two play against each other.
So, how do you feel about Thomas Brown and his play calling on the sideline? I feel like he made some. I feel like the play calling was bad in some instances where it was one play where he punted and he went for the field goal. Like, it's four downs, man, from here on out. Why are we going for
Yeah.
field goals? We losing badly. There's no need to be going punting the ball or kicking field goals. That's 4 downs.
I can
What do you say?
understand kicking field goals. That's at least that's just to put some points on the board. Um, the punting part, yeah, I agree. I mean, but what plays do you have drawn up for 4th and 20, or what was that 4th and 25? You ain't got no play drawn up for that. So yeah,
I don't know.
might as well
You
pump the
got
motherfucker.
all this talent on that team. Odunze, Swift, Keenan, DJ Moore. Just drop a play for 4th and 10 and let them do the rest.
True, but I don't think they have a play design like Minnesota have designed for what's his name? Aaron Jones.
Mm-hmm.
When they just dump him off a pass over the middle and then build him a wall on the sideline and just let him take the sideline, you'll get at least 16 more yards and
Oh, you
shit
mean
like
like
that.
the Lions had for Jahmyr Gibbs yesterday?
Yeah, that too. And shit.
I like this beautiful wall they built for this man.
Yeah. I mean, we got to have something designed for a 3rd and 15. We constantly in 3rd and long any goddamn way.
Right. You would think the playbook will have several plays for that. If they don't, they negligent.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Bears coaching staff negligent for not having plays for that because we're always in 3rd and long.
And we always giving up 3rd and long. So shit, you got to be able to practice against it.
Right. You see other
And
teams using it. Team still plays all the time.
I mean, how many 3rd and longs did we give up yesterday?
Man, that's a good question.
I mean, it's just bad. It's just not a good look, especially on the defensive side.
Well, the Lions' 3rd down efficiency, they were 7 and 12. That's pretty damn good.
Shit, wasn't they that before? Wasn't they 50% before on Thanksgivings?
I think so. Yeah. The Bears'
So
3rd down efficiency. You ready to hear this? 2 for 10.
yeah.
Atrocious.
What did you mean? Am I ready to hear that? That's nothing new.
Atrocious.
That's nothing new. I mean, it's not. I mean, if you would have said they were 7 for 17, then okay. I was ready for that. Well, I wasn't ready for that, but 2 for
No,
10,
man.
nah,
2
ain't
for
nobody
10
ready
on
for that
3rd
shit.
downs. Come on.
No, we've been that all season.
We did much better on 4th down. 3 out of 4
Yeah,
completed on 4th. But that 3rd down is killing us. We had 10 3rd downs and we only converted 2 of them. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Come
But
on.
like I said, it's been that way all season. It's been that way all season. And to me, I just go back to the play call with play design. Some of the play designs just don't match up with anything.
Doesn't match up with the personnel.
No,
That's the main thing.
no. I mean,
We run it
and
between the tackles with DeAndre Swift. We got to move that shit to the outside.
Nah, I mean, it's horrible. And I guess they thought they would have had Roshan to go between the tackles. And hell, he can't even stay on the field.
Right. They ran for 146 yards on the ground. We ran for 59.
That's without David Montgomery.
Without Montgomery.
And he ran between the tackles.
Without Knuckles.
Come on now. I mean, that just leads me back to the opening statement. How the hell we go from Detroit being the bottom to where we're gushing over their offense?
Yeah.
We're gushing over Detroit and their production and their execution and their offensive line and Sonic sitting behind that, running behind that offensive line, and wow.
Now I think with a better offensive line next season, and if we get Ben Johnson's play calling, I think DeAndre Swift will look a lot better. I also noticed that a reoccurring theme the whole. What you about to say something? Go ahead, bro.
No, I just said I hope so.
Yeah. Another reoccurring theme with us, man, is penalties from game one to today. We just have bonehead penalties at the wrong time in the game. We had 10 penalties for 70 yards, and they almost every last one of them occurred when we were trying to make something happen.
And
This is
just think,
stupid.
in the rebuilding year, in the year in which
We're not still rebuilding?
No, I'm just thinking, just talking 2022. That was
Okay.
the
teardown
that was
year.
the year. It's okay. We didn't have nowhere near as many penalties. We were one of the less penalized teams in the league.
I remember that. Yep.
And here we is in year 3 with a better roster, supposedly, and we just keep shooting ourselves in the foot with these penalties.
Do we still have that foot? Do we still have that foot? Because we didn't shot ourselves so many times.
No, I mean, come on now. I mean, how and it that has progressed each season. How?
Yeah.
And I don't understand how does that happen? Offsides, holding. What are the other ones? Those are the main two.
Formation or something.
Legal procedure. Yeah.
Legal procedure.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. Those are the main two. Offsides and holding.
Holding, man.
Somebody jumping.
That should be killing me. And looking at our defense some more, man. Against the Lions team that ran the ball, 32 times? Yeah.
Very
I'm looking at our defense, and our DBs are our leading tacklers. That means our defensive line was not playing its gaps because they ran the ball 32 times, and our DBs led the team in tackles. Jonathan Owens, T.J. Edwards, Kevin Byard, Tariq Stevenson, Tremaine Edmonds, the leading tacklers of the game.
In my opinion, Edmonds and Edwards, excuse me, those two should be your leading tacklers. Mm-hmm. Not Byard.
Not Owens.
Not Jonathan Owens. JJ should be put in position to make business decisions. So to me, that falls on your linebackers.
They don't follow your defensive line for not playing without playing their gap responsibility.
Come on now, our defensive line they've sucked the whole season.
I mean, but it's their job, right? They the first line of defense against the run.
True.
Why
True.
TJ and Edmonds got to be filling their gaps all the time, all the time. It's different, sometimes, but all the time.
Well, okay, well that's all that that's that defensive line coach that you brought in. What was his name? Travis, and Eric Washington is supposed to be one of those defensive line motivators.
Yeah, Coach Washington.
So
Yep.
Gotta look at the coaching. Shit.
Or the talent, one of the two.
But
Maybe not talented enough on the D line.
I mean, come on now, Detroit. You just, I hate doing this. You go back to Detroit. Their defensive line is fucking decimated, and we couldn't take advantage of that.
Well, that goes on our offensive line. We already know our offensive line is poor. It's bargain
Right,
bin.
but
Our offensive line is bargain bin.
at the
So
same time,
even if we got replacement players on the defensive line. No, you're right. We still should be better because
yeah,
they got replacement players. We should be better in the run
right,
game because we should have more continuity.
yeah, and I can understand Tevin and Braxton left the game, but you still had Pryor, right, and Coleman,
Shelton. Yeah,
right, and so you still had that whole right side still put together, and you didn't take
facts.
advantage of the right side and try to run on the right side
Facts.
against their defense that's depleted, their
It's their
defensive line
replacement
that's
players. Yeah,
thank you, and come on now,
you're absolutely
that's
right.
coaching as well.
Yep.
They
So both of
coaching
our
them
line,
boys
both
up.
so the line on both sides of the ball, basically, you're saying is shit,
Trash.
trash can, water.
Yeah.
I
Trash
saw a
can.
Zach
Not
Pickens sighting. I
trash
know
can.
we weren't really high on him, but there was a Zach Pickens sighting yesterday.
There
To
was
see it.
actually quite a few Zach Pickens sightings that I saw. I
Yeah,
mean, they was they didn't. I mean, he was up against a lot of double teams. I will say that. I mean, it was
he did
quite a
good
few
though.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was quite a few times when he actually was triple team, but I mean, he's still a work in progress.
Nah, but I had to give him props for actually showing us something because he hadn't showed us
Yeah,
nothing all season. He
no,
actually showed us
and
something yesterday.
I wholeheartedly agree with you on that because he was one of my likables when we drafted him.
Hmm.
I liked him ahead of Dex, but he, as you said, well, he ain't been really showing up,
Nah, he
but
ain't
he did
flashing all
yesterday.
season.
Yeah, yeah, all season. You ain't lying, but we'll see. We'll see. We still got him for another season. We still got him for another season. Let's see. Let's see if he make this. They say it take the linemen at least 3 years to mature and
Yeah,
start making that
seeing it.
turn. So
Yeah.
that's when
What,
you should start seeing your return in investment.
I got a question for you. You might want to think about this one. What does this game tell you about where the Bears are in their rebuild compared to other teams that started rebuilding at the same time? I hate to say this, but the Vikings started their rebuild the same time as the Bears, and look where they're at.
Hell, just even saying that, look at where Washington was as opposed to last year,
Right.
and they started they rebuild after we did,
Right.
and look at where they at. So does it really take 3 seasons
Seems like he
to
doesn't.
rebuild the team.
I mean, it may
But
take up to 3 seasons, but yeah.
yeah, I
We're
can
still in the
understand. I
rebuild mode.
agree because we haven't learned how to win. I mean, we took a coach that didn't know how to win. I mean, he didn't come from a winning culture. I mean, so 9 times out of 10, when you take these coaches, even coordinators, even though they hadn't coached or did anything,
Right.
they come from a winning culture, and that's something that we lack. We took somebody with his principles. I mean that he didn't even abide by those his principles. It only applied to certain players, you know. So nah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was the original question?
Um,
Now I'll go rambling.
the Bears rebuild. What do you think about it in comparison to teams that are rebuilding as well or were rebuilding as well?
Um, yeah,
You
back to
pretty much
that.
answered the question. You answered the question.
Okay,
We're behind the 8 ball with
yeah,
with the coaching staff that we hired.
exactly. And just and like you said, even with Kevin O'Connell being hired at the same time, I mean, you could just look at his track record. I mean,
Yeah.
they turned it over right away.
Look, they hired a GM and a head coach same time the Bears did that.
Yep, yep. Matter
Bam.
of fact, we hired our GM first. They hired Quezzy second, and we went
We
out there
hired
and hurry up
Flus
and
and
hired
they hired
Flus,
O'Connell.
and they
Yeah.
hired O'Connell. But look at the staff that O'Connell came from. He came from McVay's staff,
McVay tree.
right? Yeah. So O'Connell probably, as we can see, can coach. Is a lot better coach than Bruce ever was as a head coach, and a lot better at situational coaching. And just look at his track record in one score games.
Facts.
That tells you right there. I mean, he's a lot better as a situational coach than Flus was. So no, it shouldn't really take 3 years. But
I'm gonna
also
excuse
Poles
the
had
year one because it was a complete teardown.
thank you. Yeah. I had
So
to
it's a 2 year
that's why I
rebuild
was
so
going with
far. Huh?
that. Yeah. That's why I was going with that because
Okay.
Poles had to as you said, year one, tear everything down, shred
He had
some
to get the money
contracts.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you gotta discount that part because he had a lot of shit to clean up.
Right.
He had a lot of
But
shit
like
to
you
clean up.
said earlier in the podcast, the expectations for this season was a lot higher than where we're at now, 4-11.
Man, a whole lot higher.
15 games through the books in a 17-game season. And at this point, I thought we would be vying for a playoff position, a wild card spot at least, you know.
Yeah, and not a
But we're
9-game
not.
losing streak.
9-game losing
For the
streak.
second time in 3 years.
Yeah. We had a 12 game before, right?
Well, I mean,
In one
that-
season. I know it rolled over to the next season. But I
right.
mean, like
It
in one
rolls over
season,
to what, 14 games? What I
yeah,
think it
to
was 10
14. It
games.
rolled over to 14.
Right. So we ended on a 10-game losing streak.
10
That
game streak.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
So we got a 10 and
damn,
a 9.
we at 9 now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got a 10 in our review, and we got a 9 right now.
Oh my gosh. No,
Hey,
we
Pose. That 10-game losing streak, man, was a teardown. It was a teardown. We still got to keep that in perspective. But this 9-game losing streak, nah, it shouldn't be happening.
no, it really shouldn't. really
That
should.
Hail Mary broke this team, man.
Yeah, I
broke this
believe it
team.
did. And not just that. I think
Or was it bound to break anyway?
No, because they was like on a little mini roll. They was just starting to find themselves before that bye week. I think the bye week kind of broke their stride along with the Hail Mary. Because
Hey, I wonder
I
if the
think,
teams can flex out of their bye. Like, nah, man, we don't want to do the bye.
yeah, just think about it. They was actually starting to find their groove when they came in that London game, and then the next week was a bye, and
Yeah,
then
that
that
London
next week,
game funny because that
yeah,
was the last time Caleb threw an interception.
yeah, that was the
That's
last time we
crazy.
won.
Last time we won. Last time we threw an interception.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we're
Yeah,
at. That's crazy. Let's go back to London and throw an interception.
Right.
Win some games.
You get all the people, all the fans talking about, that is a silver lining in the season, but at the same time, we want the wins.
I always want the wins, man. I don't
Right, we
like
want
silver
the wins.
linings. I don't like moral victories. I
Right.
prefer real wins.
Yeah.
They go in the win column.
Yeah. It's impressive to have that streak of
Yeah.
not throwing interceptions as a rookie. But if it came with the wins, then it would be much better. But to have that and not have the victories, nah. I
Did
want
you
them
know?
dubs. What you got?
Did you know Caleb Williams is sitting at number 6 right now for the Chicago Bears all-time single season passing yards? Number 6. That's
cool.
how I don't want to say bad, but Bears just never had a passing attack. But he's sitting at number 6 in his rookie season at 3,269 passing yards, behind Eric Kramer and 4 seasons by Jay Cutler and Eric Kramer. Yeah, there's Caleb Williams.
So, leave it out to the statisticians out there. They say he needs to average what, 300 or
280 something.
Yeah, right, 280 something to break the 4,000.
Yeah.
Right. So, you think he's going to be stat padding these next 2 games?
No, but I think he will fall short of the 4,000. I think he's going to come close, but I don't think he'll stat pad it. No, that's not Caleb. That's not the Caleb that I know so far. I don't think he'll stat pad it.
I see stat padding.
You see it?
I think I think it's going to happen. Why not? Why not have
there's a comparison of
silver lining?
The silver linings.
Right.
I don't care about the 4,000 yards. I know a lot of fans do. That's why I brought that stat up where he was sitting at 6 for passing yards all time. Fans care about that type of stuff.
You got to know that's going to be the hot topic as soon as he cracked 4,000. As soon as he cracked
the year he cracks 4,000. Yeah.
As soon as he cracked the single season record.
The season record for the Bears is 3,838 by Eric Kramer. Mm-hmm. So he's about 600 yards away from that.
Yeah.
A little less than 600.
Yeah. So I can see us being pass happy these next 2 games. Especially against, I don't mind it. Fuck it. We gotta look forward to something.
So it's a double-edged sword. He breaks that record as a rookie, the rest of the world going to be like, that's how bad the Bears are. A rookie broke their single season passing record.
Yeah. But you know what? You know another silver lining I want to see come out of it? He breaks the record against the Packers with a victory.
It's always a good thing to beat the Packers. It's been a minute.
Oh man,
Since 2018. It's been a minute.
That would be sweet. You break the record. He get.
Yeah, you were saying about that passing.
Yeah, I forgot.
So look,
oh, it's
I
getting
saw
old.
I saw another stat. Number one pick comparison with Jared Goff. We played yesterday, and Caleb Williams in their first 14 starts. Jared Goff was 5-9, Caleb 4-10, or 4-11 now. But the first 14 was 4-10. Jared Goff only had a 57% completion compared to Caleb's 62%. 62 still not great. It should be a little higher than that. Jared Goff, 14 passing touchdowns, 11 interceptions in the first 14 starts. Caleb, 17 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. So if you want to compare number one picks, and Jared Goff is a good player, he's right on schedule, if not a little bit ahead of schedule. You know what I'm saying, for number one overall pick. So if you want to compare who we've just played against, who looks really, he's looked really good this year, Jared Goff.
You also got to look at who Jared Goff coach was when he was a rookie.
Okay, look at who Caleb Williams' coach was when he was a rookie.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think Goff was considered the generational talent that Caleb was when he came out.
I want to know who said that, though. People keep saying generational talent. All I heard was the national media say that. I never heard the Bears say it, and I never heard Caleb Williams say it. I don't care what the national media think, because they ain't even in the building. They don't even watch the Bears. They just got cues from other people. The generational talent thing is just overblown. That's all I'm trying to say. It's overblown.
You know me. I've always said that because
it's overblown because it's not coming from in-house. The Bears never planted their flag and said we got the generational quarterback. They never said that.
Well, when you took him number one, you was telling everybody that.
Jared Goff not that then? So that's just contradicting what you're saying about Jared Goff. He was taken number one. So why isn't he generational? You took him number one, right?
He was never considered generational.
Why? He took him number one. That's what you said about taking Caleb number one. He's considered generational.
No, that ain't what I said.
Did you just say that? You just said that.
That's what the hype train said, not me.
Oh, I thought you said, well, if you take him number one, he's considered generational.
No, I said
I don't believe it. That goes back to my point about the national media. I don't care what they're saying, calling him generational. That's irrelevant. It's what's coming from the team, coming from the player that matters more than. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what they say about the generational thing. And he very well could be by next season, but he's not generational. He's a really good rookie. That's all I can say. He's a really good rookie.
Right. Yeah, he's a good rookie. He's really he's a good rookie.
That's all I got. I can't.
Everything else is hearsay.
That's like calling when Michael Jordan joined the NBA in '84. Nobody said he was a generational talent. He was college player of the year. He was college player of the year. Nobody said he was generational though. But he became generational. But did he become generational?
But did that go to Sam Bowie?
Sam Bowie, right? Yeah.
Everybody clamoring over Sam Bowie.
Facts.
Yeah. No, not that.
Yeah, you could become generational, but you ain't walking through the door generational. Ain't proved nothing. Ain't done nothing. Nah, can't do it. You gotta show me. When it's all said and done, be like, yeah, that was a generational talent right there, Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
That's somebody who actually changes the game.
Exactly. But nobody gonna make me believe somebody that ain't never done it is generational. You gotta show me.
Well, he might be generational for us as a quarterback because we ain't had no quarterback that we can like go Google and Gaga over because I guess what we ain't had one besides
Hey,
Jay Cutler and
I
shit.
was Google and Gaga over Justin Fields the last 2 seasons he was here.
Yeah,
I
I
thought he was
was too.
I thought he was the most exciting player the Bears had since Devin Hester. So
And yeah, I agree. But at the same time, we we have to let him go.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
So that's and we as much as I'm with you on the Justin train. I love that kid. I mean, he had his flaws, but yeah, I love that kid, and I was just hoping that if given the opportunity and the proper coaching, that he would actually,
Flourish.
right. But no, I
Yeah.
guess Flus needed somebody to coach the offense and take over the offense while he make bonehead decisions and using prevent defenses when his team get up, and he needed Caleb, to take over the offense and call timeouts. When he gets sacked on third downs and shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm referring back to the uh, Thanksgiving game when he
Yeah.
didn't
I
call a
felt you.
timeout.
I felt you.
Yeah.
So there's a quick turnaround for the Bears. We got to play Thursday against Seattle in Chicago.
Okay.
What do
Well,
you?
they got to have a turnaround as well, but they got to travel.
They got to travel,
Right.
and it's the day after Christmas. Yeah, this could be a win for the Bears. Is there any hope?
Yeah. Yeah. Hope. Yeah. Sure. But I thought for a minute that Geno wasn't going to play,
Yeah,
and
he played yesterday. Yeah.
if Seattle still got something to play for, aren't they still playing for a playoff position?
Yep. I think they lost
So
their spot in the playoffs, so they still got to play for the
they
seventh
they
spot.
they still playing for the division.
Yeah, it's still up for grabs, but I think they're behind the Rams right now.
So yeah, you I wouldn't just. I mean, there's a possibility for a victory, but Seattle got more to play for than we do.
They got them as a 3.5 point favorite right now. They definitely have more to play for, so they're gonna come out there, hungry.
Yeah,
But the Bears need to
that's
come out there and play with some pride.
and
Season ain't over
that's
with. It's over with for us fans, but it ain't over with for them. You know what I'm saying? They still got a job to do. They
right,
still on the clock. They still on the
right,
clock.
exactly. I
As
mean,
far as
that's like you said. That's where it comes in. That the Bears coming in with playing for pride.
DJ Moore already
So
talking about he ready to go on vacation. I ain't like it when he said that shit.
yeah, I think that's being blown out of proportion. I
I
mean,
heard it. I heard the interview when he said it. I was like, don't say that. Why you say that?
yeah, but at the same time, it is what it is.
It
You
is
got
what
to
it
know
is.
DJ.
But that it makes me wonder: is he checked out already? Because you ready for vacation? Are you checked
I
out?
mean,
Because you still on the clock. You still got 2 games to go.
yeah, you still on the clock, but I, just his body language, he checked out. He checked out the whole season
What
because
you mean? He got a new contract in the off season and he
yeah,
checked out for the
he got a
season?
new contract, but at the same time,
Don't do
it
him
ain't
like
what
that,
he.
man.
This is just my opinion
Yeah,
at all.
I don't know what you said.
I mean, I hate to do him like that, but at the same time, it ain't what he was sold on.
So
You know,
you think once he got his new contract, he was done for the year?
no, I think the play on the field, I mean,
That's
showed
what I'm
us
asking.
that.
Yeah.
Not the contract. It was the play on the. It's the play on the field.
Right, but the play on the
It's
field happened after the contract. So once he got the contract, he didn't play up to the contract on the field. He just checked out. You say he checked out from the day one.
no. Well, I think. Okay, let me rephrase that. Uh, as we all seen, he he checked out at the Hail Mary.
mm,
A lot of people checked out since then.
mm,
It fucked the team's
agreed.
morale. Um, and then them taking that early bye, and then they came back flat. Then in that Washington game, they were flat the whole fucking game until that last quarter. Excuse me. And then what they took off.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
You all right?
So yeah, I guess. But yeah, I think I think the team went flat since then. Everybody checked out after that Hail Mary. The Hail Mary just just took the wind out of the team's sail because I mean they fought back. They fought back in that fourth quarter, and you can see the team morale being uplifted, especially being up. They fought back to the lead, and what 34 seconds, and you don't call a timeout to stop the team from getting that extra 13 yards, and then what that Hail Mary, that was it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean
So
I
yeah.
can I not just DJ, but I can see the whole team just being just checking out since then.
Anything you need to see in this game against Seattle to make you feel better, other than a W
Effort,
effort?
effort. Yeah, just come out swinging. That's all. Just come out swinging and not no 3 and out. Come
I was
out
gonna say,
swinging. Show that you got some fight in you. Um, as you said, play for pride. Play with some pride.
play for pride.
Definitely.
You
Right.
gotta play for pride. You gotta play for your job next year because there's a
Yeah.
whole new coaching staff coming in, maybe even
Whole new
GM. Who
coach.
knows? But you gotta
Right.
play for your job next year, even if it's with the Bears or somewhere else. You gotta
Yeah.
play for it. You gotta put something on tape.
Mhm.
And,
Because
and
as you said, you don't know what this coaching staff looking for. You might not be that player.
yeah,
You know, you might have signed that contract extension or whatever, but no, we don't. I don't see you in the future of this team.
right. The new coach will
So
be like, he don't fit my scheme. He don't fit what I'm looking for. He don't fit my vision. He don't.
exactly.
His attitude don't fit his.
Hmm.
The team I'm trying to build. I don't like how he
Right.
carry himself on the field. He don't fit it. Tyreek
Right.
Stevenson, DJ Moore.
Hmm. True. I mean, I like those players, especially D Moore. I mean,
Yeah,
DJ Moore. But when you get a new coach in, you gotta. He want players that fits what he's trying to do and to fit his scheme.
yeah. And if
I've
you out
learned
there
that.
pouting all the time, if I'm a coach, you out there pouting and all that type of shit. I see that. I don't need that in my huddle. I don't need that in my locker room. I don't need that on my sideline. I need you to move
Okay,
on to the next play.
okay. With you saying that, let me ask you this real quick. Um, what do you think about Caleb doing that on the at times just being like lay it out on the field, his body language and shit like that?
That's
What do you
creeped up
think?
recently in the past few weeks. I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean,
Early in
but
the season,
it's like
early in the season he was taking his lumps. And he was okay with it. He was dealing with it. He kept his composure. He's that man fed up now. He's fed up, and I understand that. But he shouldn't be showing. He shouldn't be show unless he hurt. Unless he laid out there hurt, then that's fine. Other than that, rolling your eyes and feeling exasperated and all that.
Get your ass up. That's showing
Get your ass up.
immaturity.
You
Yeah,
frustrated.
right.
Okay, you frustrated. Shake it off. That play done with. Go ahead and go for the next play, bro. I
Yeah.
understand you tired, you frustrated with what's going on the field, the play calling, the personnel, the blocking, all of that shit. You frustrated with
Yeah.
yourself, but you got to stop. You can't be showing that. Nah, I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in his defense,
Yeah.
that's only creeped up in recent weeks because he's probably fed up with the shit. It wasn't early
Yeah,
on
but that's
with DJ Moore.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. But at the same time, okay, it was DJ Moore had to adjust to him playing. Now everybody got tape on y'all, so everybody is making shit look a lot difficult than
Hey,
you
I
know.
can't be
You
comparing.
actually
I
you
can't be
actually got to
comparing
sit back
DJ
there
Moore to Caleb
to.
though.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, bless you.
No, no. Teams got tape on you now, so they know what to do to confuse you, and you start to see that a lot more with, especially these last few games. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's probably his frustrations that you can see being carried out on the field. Him being laid out on the field, stretched out. You ain't took no hit, and you ain't took no hit that's got you just laying there like that. Get your ass up, like
Yeah.
you said, and move along.
Move on to the next play. That shit is over with. Ain't nothing you could do about it. That's how I look at it. Ain't nothing you could do about that play. Only thing you could do is correct the next one. That's it.
Yep,
Simple as that.
I agree. Move that
But
shit
yeah.
around. Keep it moving. Because you can't come out there with bad body language as well.
No, you can't. You can't. It's not just Tyreek and his bonehead mistakes and DJ Moore's body language. It's definitely Caleb's as well.
Yeah.
Again, Caleb gets some grace. He's a rookie. DJ Moore been in the league how long? For a minute. This ain't DJ Moore's first rodeo. He's done it this season from the beginning of the season with his body language. He did it last season with his body language. I remember when we had Tyson Bagent starting some games, and his body language was terrible, horrible towards Tyson Bagent. I'm like, DJ,
Yeah.
you can't do that to the rookie QB, the rookie backup, dog. That is not a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
He was like these motherfuckers just bad.
I'm like, what you doing, DJ? Come on, dog. Show some professionalism. I understand. Everybody gets mad. Everybody gets frustrated. But you on TV, you in front of your fans, you in front of your teammates. Don't show them up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He
Do that
was
shit in the
real
locker
frustrated.
room. Tell that motherfucker in the locker room, hey man, get your shit together.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ain't trying to be out here wasting my time with you, man. Get it together.
Get it
Not on the
together,
field though.
Rook. Yeah. He just laid out on. Yeah. I remember seeing that.
You remember that?
Games. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Get it together, Rook. Your mother just laid out like, oh my God. Yeah. And he
It's still
goes,
a question. It's still a question mark around that one play where he said he tweaked his ankle when he walked off the field
right.
this year.
Well,
Still a
yep.
question mark around that shit. I don't know,
Still a question
DJ.
mark.
I
Because
don't know, DJ.
I think we talked about it on a pod where he broke open and Caleb was right there and he didn't throw the ball. Caleb just
Yeah.
whirled around and then you just see DJ just turn and walk off. So
Hey,
yeah.
DJ is a receiver. You know those dudes. Egos, prima donnas.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, I remember that play. I mean, I watched that play over and he didn't tweak no ankle. But that's just that's probably something we can
The
go back
cover
in
up.
our year in review. Right.
The cover up of
Hell yeah.
DJ Moore's antics of frustration.
Antics and frustrations. Like, man, this quarterback ain't no better. We
Where's my boy? Where's my boy Justin Fields? Because you know he was the one that's campaigning for Fields to stay.
Yep, he campaigned hard for him.
I mean, he had his best year of his career with Justin Fields, so I can understand that.
Yeah, agreed. His best year. Best year.
Facts. All right. You got anything else you want to add, brother?
No, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe for some extra Bear content from two Bear fans. And
I was about to do the Caleb Williams claw.
bear down.
Bear down. All right, bro.
Yeah, as he said, go Bears.
The Bears. I'll catch you next go round, bro. Be safe.
Definitely.